Hi, I am Mr. Chipola. I'm the curriculum leader for Spanish here at the Thomas Allains Academy. And in this presentation, I will be giving you a little bit more information about the GCSE Spanish, what topics are covered, how the course is assessed, and where this studying this subject can lead you to in your career, and why you should study it. So there are six thematic contexts in the new GCSE. My personal world, lifestyle and well-being, my neighborhood, media and technology, studying and my future, and travel and tourism. Now, each of these themes have their subjects or subtopics, and the subtopics are the following. There's about 20 subtopics, all relevant to your age, and it's being able to talk about your family, your friends, and relationship, school, sports, what you do when you go shopping, transport, future opportunities, social media, and gaming. So here are all the subtopics that you will be, the vocabulary you will be studying in the GCSE, throughout the GCSE. So there are 4 exams in this GCSE. Each paper is worth 25%, and you'll be studying all the 4 language skills. So there's going to be 1 paper per skill. Paper 1 is the speaking, paper 2 is the listening, paper 3 is the reading, and paper 4 is the writing. Now, there are 2 tiers to this exam. There's the foundation tier and the higher tier. Foundation tier goes from grade 1 to 5. Foundation higher tier goes from 4 to 9. So as you can see, there is an overlap, and we will decide in year 11 which tier you should sit. This will depend on how on your progress throughout the course, the 2-year course, and also on your target grade. The GCSE has changed this year, and actually I'm very pleased to tell you that they have simplified it enormously. The government have made many changes to the GCSE specification in order to make it easier, more relevant, but more straightforward for the students. So what they have introduced is they've introduced a precise, exact number of words that the students must know, and if the students know these words well, they will know everything. Especially for the reading and the listening, they will be able to access all the texts. So actually, this is quite exciting and empowering, because if you study the 1,200 words at foundation or 1,700 words at higher, you know that you will be very successful in the papers. And this is something that's not been that the current year 11s do not have, for example. And yeah, so it makes it much easier, and the exam very predictable. So let's go and have a look at every single component. So the speaking exam is there are 3 tasks in the speaking exam. There's a task where you just need to read out loud a passage, and you are very used to doing this in class, so this will be very easy for you. And there'll be 2 follow-up questions. Then there'll be a role play. The role play is actually quite good, because it mirrors real life scenarios, like being in a hotel, so how to book a hotel, or being at a restaurant, how to book in a restaurant, or being at the doctor's. So it's just not any abstract language. It's actually real life contextual language that if you are in a foreign country you would actually use. And then there's a picture-based task where you need to describe a photo with a conversation. The good thing is about this GCSE now is that there is a preparation time of 15 minutes. So you will, before you enter the exam, you will have 15 minutes you'll be given the question, and you will be You'll have 15 minutes to prepare for this. At foundation level, the old speaking exam lasts around 7 to 9 minutes. At higher tier, it lasts 10 to 12 minutes. The listening exam so it's 45 minutes for the foundation and 60 minutes for the higher. And there are two sections. One where there are questions. All the questions are in English. There's no questions in Spanish, and you have to answer in English. And then there's a dictation, which tests your knowledge of phonics. A very, very good, something that's been introduced as well with the Edexcel exam board, which we are using, is that the listening is actually played 3 times. So that will eliminate all the anxiety, because you'll have plenty of opportunities to listen to the extract. 3 times is quite a lot. Then paper 3 is the reading, and this is no different from any reading comprehension that you have been doing so far since year 7. And as I said previously, if you know the list of words that have already been given in advance and that you have studied throughout the 2 years of your course, you will be very, very successful in this paper. And there's also section B, a translation from Spanish into English. The writing exam, it is different depending if you're doing a foundation or a higher. So both both tiers have an 80 to 90 word task with 4 bullet points. The foundation task obviously is much easier. It's got a little picture where you need to write 4 sentences. Then they've got a 40 to 50 word task, very, very simple. So to write a simple paragraph and the translation into Spanish this time, the other way around. The higher is a little bit more challenging. You need to be able to write, again, as I said, the 90 word task, and then a longer paragraph of 130 to 150 words, and again, a translation of a paragraph into Spanish. So why is this a good subject to study, and where can this lead you to? So first of all, I wanted to say that studying a language is very, very beneficial, because it's been shown by studies that pupils who do a language do better in other subjects, because obviously having to learn the vocabulary, including phonics and the grammar, enhances the memory. So you'll improve your memory. You need to find strategies to memorize words, so it improves your focus. Studying grammar and the way the language works and structured, it helps your critical thinking massively, because you're reasoning, and also you can be creative with the language you want to show off in the exam. Employers and universities are really, really desperate to have students. It is very renowned. It is renowned that in the UK, pupils do not tend to privilege languages, because everybody speaks. A lot of people speak English. So now, with the fact that the GCSE has changed, they've given you a set limit of vocabulary. All the instructions are in English. All the questions are in English. They've made it far, far simpler, much simpler for you to learn, and they made the exam much more easier and accessible. So that's a very good reason to study a language. A language is essential for British businesses. We're in a globalized market, and obviously you will earn more money if there are 2 students, 2 employees at interview level. One has a language, one does not have a language. Obviously, the person who has a language will be at an advantage. Yes, many universities now are asking, especially the Russell Group universities, are asking for a GCSE language on your CV, and so that will be very beneficial. And as I said, the government have introduced the so-called e-Bac. So what they have said is, for a student to be very, very well-rounded, they need to have an e-Bac. The e-Bac comprises of English, Maths, Sciences, a language, and a humanities subject. So you need to have a language in order to be able to say on your CV when you apply for colleges at A level or at university that you have done the EBAC. And then on a wider scale, lots and lots of people speak Spanish around the world. 600 million people speak Spanish in over 20 countries in Central and many countries in Central and South America. And obviously Spain is a very popular destination, and it is really, really nice when you can go to Spain, you know, in the summer when it's warm, and you can actually order, you know, have that basic conversation with the waiter, or or ask for directions, or even just it's very, very rewarding even just to order something in Spanish rather than in English. And as I said, many people do not speak English around the world. Not everybody speaks English, so having a second language will definitely put you at an advantage. If you have any questions about this course, you want to explore further, you can contact me at my email, which is my surname, Cipollas, Cipollas, double A, then S, which is my initial, and then at tas.sch.co.uk. Thank you, and please contact me if you have further questions.